What's up, guys? Today I'll be reacting to Drake Lost Everything. And if you're out of the loop on why this video is titled that, Drake and Kendrick Lamar, if you were into rap or not, went after each other after I think Like That, where Kendrick Lamar sent out his first shot, then Push Ups, then Euphoria, then I believe Family Matters, Meet the Grams, Not Like Us. And now, Drake sued his label for defamation, and now the case has been dismissed. And yeah, we're in this video. We're gonna be reacting to a video by Jamari. If you guys like this video, we should hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys want more of these videos, let me know down in the comments down below. Who do you think won, Kendrick or Drake? Personally, let's be honest, Kendrick performed the biggest song of the year at the Super Bowl, so I think Kendrick won, but let me hear your thoughts in the comments down below, and let's get on to the video.
So I'd done my best to ignore the ongoing legal battle between Drake and UMG for the last couple of months, at least when it comes to posting videos on the topic. I figured that my audience was a little bit fatigued, I thought the cow had long been milked, and I hadn't planned on speaking on it again until an actual verdict.
I'm sorry, Drake, but you have the most, like, zestiest photos ever.
Was made, which obviously could have taken years. But recently, Christmas came early for the boy.
Drake's L.
And the federal judge in the situation, Judge Vargas, has granted the motion to dismiss this case altogether.
Back against the wall, I either go up.
Bro, you know what's crazy? When I heard about this, I was really amazed by the fact that they dismissed it. Because usually, I guess because it's UMG, you're going against a big label. But yeah, when I got the news, I was like, wow, they dismissed it? That's crazy. Like I said, no one's bigger than the system.
All the way filthy, or I fall back and I have this sort of chink in my armor for the rest of time.
For those of you that might not remember, Drake was suing his own record label, UMG Recordings, over the content specifically in the song turned anthem Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. His allegations were pretty steep. Essentially, the UMG devised...
Yeah, he accused him of botting. They accused him of defamation. When it's like, for me, it's like, I didn't know you could sue a label for defamation. It comes from, I guess, because they put it out, but I didn't know you could sue people for defamation, like label.
A plan to destroy Drake's reputation and likeness, using Kendrick as their puppet to do so.
Purists and people who just love confrontation, they love to say, hey man, there's no rules in this shit, but there are fucking rules in this shit.
You know, in Drake's head, this all happened because he was due for a contract renegotiation, and after he got verbally...
These photos, I can't contain it. These photos are like the most, probably the most funniest things ever, bro. Drake just is getting done dirty.
He was out here feeling like Eduardo in The Social Network.
You better lawyer up, asshole, because I'm not coming back for 30%. I'm coming back for everything.
Dang, Andrew
Now, the
Garfield.
obvious logical fallacy here was that Drake himself willingly engaged in and even encouraged this battle to happen. For over the last decade, both he and Kendrick fanned the flames of their feud through countless subliminal shots at each other.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest with these, like, people, like, I think some of these are reaches. Like, I don't think any of these are actually, like, disses. Like, they'd be like, oh, in this song Kendrick said this, and this song Drake said this. It's like, I think people are just stretching, like reaching for like the most like out of character freaking things. Like, I'm like, I just think about just lyrics. I don't think anything about it. But people just be freaking reaching.
No, like after Kendrick's thing, you wouldn't. I noticed you didn't really get into that too much. So
I just like, I don't know, it just wasn't real to me. It's like, was that real or was that just like for the people? You know what I mean?
I think it's
This is what I'm talking about. Like with Drake, I think Drake, he does not like it when someone comes after him. Essentially, no, he does not like when people going after him. And I seen this like the control verse, like he's like, oh, Kendrick was like, it was just a moment, blah 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 blah. It's like, bro, it was like when I listened to the control verse, bro, it was just hip hop. It was hip hop, you know.
sparring kind of
Spar, yeah.
At the same time, it's like, you know, then let it be real then. You know,
But you seem just now a little irritated by it. No.
she really freaking hoping she really like poking the bear, huh?
like I don't know if it was worth it.
Or Canadian Bear.
There's a lot of people that were mentioned that I feel like can't really go back and fuck with that guy after that. You know what I'm saying?
And nothing been the same since they dropped control and tucked the sense of the rapper back in his pajama clothes.
In my mind, hip-hop is a sport, and fans like me love this type of...
I just don't get why Drake even decided to sue, knowing darn well that, like, you said some crazy stuff back to Kendrick. Kendrick did call you a PDF file, and that's the freaking whole thing. But it's like, you said his kids weren't his, and then you said that he beats his wife or his like fiance, whatever. I was like, it's hard to sue for defamation when you also did defamation stuff. It's like, hey.
Back and forth. Now, to be fair to Drake,
it's like your lie was louder. His lie was louder than your lie, and you're mad about it. Essentially,
it did seem like he wanted to bury the hatchet with a collab song with him, J. Cole, and Kendrick. Almost like, oh, the power of friendship wins type of vibe. Now, obviously, in the end, Kendrick would deny the feature.
I'm gonna be honest. People go after J. Cole for like bowing out of the thing, and I don't blame him. To be honest, they calling each other wife beaters. PDF files. I was like, but I think J. Cole realizes that you cannot feed into the internet. You cannot feed into the internet mainly because of the fact that these people will legit turn you into something you're not. And he put out that diss, and it was really butt. I'm gonna be honest, but it's like J. Cole is a big example of something not letting the internet make you into something you're not. He is not like that. Like, you know, like he obviously likes both Kendrick and Drake, you know? It's just a thing where people just want to freaking put more like fuel into the fire. Well, this freaking picture of Kendrick is creepy as hell, but you know, you get what I'm saying.
And J. Cole and Drake would take shots at him on the eventual song First Person Shooter. And obviously in turn, Kendrick said fuck that on the Like That record. We're not friends, and as a matter of fact, we have some serious shit to address. And P.S. to my good friend J. Cole, you can also get it too. I'm literally just handing it out. So Cole eventually...
Yeah, I still don't get why people care that Kendrick, like, what's his name? J. Cole bowed out. It's like, bro, who cares at the end of the day?
Bows out, Drake ends up taking the bait, and the rest is really hip-hop history.
And then Kendrick...
I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise.
Kendrick wins, I think he won 5 Grammys. Like, imagine having a Grammys literally say you're a PDF file on 5. Allegedly, a PDF file.
You can't even walk outside. Because anytime we're at a party, someone's going to play a song that's about you being a pedophile, and we're going to sing along to it.
Now, obviously,
I'm sorry, bro. That's a bop. I'm sorry. I'm kind of a Drake fan, like borderline, like I'm halfway there. But that's a freaking bop, bro. Come on.
His reputation did take a massive hit. I mean, people of all ages were out here dancing to a song calling him a PDF. And we all know that Drake's reputation is pretty much everything to him.
Yeah, what'd I tell you? What did you say to him?
And I kind of feel bad for Drake in this, in this moment, because I didn't know LeBron and Drake had like a relationship like that. Like I said, I don't keep up with like stan culture, or artists all together. I just wait for them to put out their music and call it a day. I kind of feel bad for Drake because, you know, he was friends with LeBron, and
You said that I can never let you down.
And after being embarrassed for the last year, whether it be at the Grammys or the Super Bowl, where all of his peers were there to point and laugh at the
bro, I think 2024 is like the worst day Drake's life in the music industry ever.
show, I'm sure that all really made his blood boil, and so he in turn pulled the biggest Karen move in
Bro, I don't know how people could sit in those seats. I even need my space, bro. I can't.
history.
Drake filed a lawsuit for defamation against Universal Music Group.
And I think it made the whole Not Like Us discourse linger much longer by filing this suit. He says the UMG planned and illegally promoted this diss record to destroy his reputation, claiming they...
But, like, the thing is, when I think of that, like, what do you think UMG is? UMG don't give a crap about either Kendrick or Drake. They don't. It's a label. A label's job is to freaking promote music. They would have probably done the exact same thing if Drake would have won, to be honest. They want to push Family Matters to the moon. I think Family Matters would have been freaking... Imagine Family Matters at the Super Bowl. That'd be crazy.
Used bots and radio payola to shoot this song up the charts.
The bot stuff I don't really care about. I don't care about, let's be honest. Allegedly, some artists use it. Like, come on now. Are we serious? Like, are we just gonna be like blinded by... Every artist does it.
and make it more popular than it already would have been. He also claimed that this record was defamatory in nature and that it could potentially cause him physical harm. Keep in mind that's after years of him acting like some sort of mob boss. And he even went as far as to claim that UMG should not have distributed Not Like Us in the first place, which is awfully ironic considering he championed a petition.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because are you saying they should have let yours out but not you can't that's weird for me too, right? Like I said, I'm a borderline Drake fan somewhat. I'm kind of off and off on and off when it comes to this music, but you're like, oh, they should have never allowed Kendrick to release it. But like you said some crazy stuff about that. What happens if that would have blown up? If Kendrick did not put down Meet the Grams, I think it would have been a much bigger thing than it already is. But it's like you're using rap lyrics, and you're like, here, you signed something that you can't use rap lyrics in court. Like, come on now. Like, I think Drake is like, God damn it.
Just a couple of years ago,
why'd I sign that?
Lyrics to be used in court, and let's be honest, the guy has dissed dozens of rappers and other entities throughout the course of his career, obviously posting those songs on the very same platforms and profiting in the millions of dollars.
I study rap battles for a living.
I mean,
that's not gonna help. That's not gonna help his case at all.
In Drake's favor, it would have set a very dangerous precedent.
Yeah, I always wonder what happens if Drake actually won this case. Like, do you guys think like if Drake would have won this case, would it be like? I think if he won, I wonder if someone just freaking just look up an Eminem song and like, okay, Eminem said this in a song, right? Put him in court, you know.
In general, because obviously
like Tyler the Creator
use things artists have said or expressed artistically to give them civil or possibly even criminal charges.
Man, Pusha T be talking about being a coke dealer. Imagine in court. Like, we heard you sell coke. We heard you sell coke. Do you really sell coke?
What's this, you fucking piece of shit? What's this?
And this was always going to be an uphill battle for Drake, because defamation against a public figure as he is
it's really hard to prove
in general. And he also had
because people could just be saying, people probably be out there saying the stuff that Kendrick has been said. I'm pretty sure Kendrick wouldn't say that out of nowhere, to be honest. Unless he did, he's probably gonna bring it up in the video. But unless Kendrick just brought it up out of nowhere, the first diss, then I understand. But you know,
his fair share of what could be considered defamatory statements in his rebuttal and initial diss tracks.
You put your hands on your girl. She's been engaged for years. You're not married yet. You living in New York. She's not.
I mean, even in the ruling, the judge.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, Roy and Mal, bro. Mal, I didn't know if they're like Drake and him are friends because he goes hard for Drake.
Notes the fact
and gets hard for him too.
Kendrick of abusing his wife, while also accusing his wife Whitney of having an affair with his best friend Dave Free, resulting in an illegitimate child between the two. The judge also agrees with the opinion that a reasonable-minded listener could recognize the idea that diss tracks are heated in nature and present a great deal of hyperbolic rhetoric. Meaning to the average person, it is likely understood that Drake...
There's probably some people who just think it's a really good song. I'm not saying, you know, some people might. I'm just saying some people might just be listening to the song because there's a lot of songs out there who people just don't care about lyrics and just care about the beat, and you know, that's it.
It's not a legitimate PDF file. Like, no one really thought he was out here doing some Epstein Trump level shit, but it was simply a jab at his questionable relationship with several minors over the course of his career.
I met Drake in an Australian hotel. I was touring, and he was touring too.
It's crazy how she got brought up into this. I think Drake is the only person who brought her in this situation.
And
like, imagine that'd be awkward. Like, you know, that'd be awkward during the freaking Stranger Things freaking thing.
Honestly, his managers just came up to my dad and said, Drake loves the show, come to his show tonight. And I was like, are you joking me? Drake? He wants to see
Drake?
Me? And I was like, okay, we're going. So I got my outfit prepared, I went there and
also, it's always funny when like Drake was like, oh, this is gonna ruin my reputation, blah 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 blah. But let's be honest, you're still Drake at the end of the day. Bobby Green, I don't know what her name is. She's still a fan of you even after the Pusha B stuff. So it's like, to say your reputation would be over, it's like, come on now. Like, I think, but I get there's a difference between being called a PDF file and saying that your son you know, you have a son, so.
Such a fanboy, and I was such a fangirl. And honestly, we text all the time now. He helps me with everything, like just life lessons. And we went to dinner afterwards. And
Yeah, does not help you, Drake, at all. Not saying you are, but does not help you at all.
The other day, and he was like, "I miss you so much." I was like, "I miss you more."
What advice does he give you? Like, what does he say?
About boys, he helps me.
What?
Yeah. He's great. He's wonderful. I love him.
What's his advice with boys?
You know,
Drake, you're not helping your case here, bro. Why are you messaging about boys? I mean, it's really hard to defend this. It's really hard. It's like, would you want, you know, Drake messaging your daughter and all that other stuff? But I'm not saying, it's like, there's a difference when your family member messaging you about, you know, when you haven't Drake. But they, I don't know how close they are, so maybe they're like close enough to be like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not saying it's. I'm not saying I'm not trying to be weird about it. I'm also not trying to condone it.
Brown is literally found within this paperwork. Also, a big key here in the dismissal was that matters of opinion cannot be considered defamation, and that the average-minded person should be able to consider the source when it comes.
What is this? The court holds based upon the full consideration of the context which Not Like Us was published that reasonable listeners cannot have concluded that Not Like Us was the views expressed by user other YouTube, Instagram, court analyzed would be billion voice crack. Billion do not alter. Yeah, I think they try to use like people saying it in like YouTube chats. Like, bro, people say like the wildest shit. People be making up stuff on there.
To factual versus opinion-based statements. Like, you aren't going to take the words of a comedian or a podcaster the same as you would a legitimate journalistic source. At least you shouldn't, that is. But we know in 2025, a lot of people live and die based on what like podcasters say.
They said you have an illegitimate daughter, you groom women, and then Drake's comeback was, I don't have an 11-year-old daughter, and Brian said, hey bro, address the other shit.
And I feel like where things really started
he did address the other stuff too, to be honest.
Weird for Drake is when he requested to see Kendrick's business contract between him and UMG, and he also requested any information they may have when it comes to his biological.
Yeah, that was kind of weird. I like, people had arguments like, oh, Kendrick brought Drake's kid into this and blah 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 blah. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of weird to be like, yo, let me see if your children is actually yours in a court document. Wait, how would that even work? They're gonna go take a DNA test of freaking Dave Free. Hey, sir, we need a DNA test to check if you're Kendrick Lamar, one of Kendrick Lamar's kids is yours. It's like, how does that work? Like, what? That's crazy. Like it's some like child support type beat.
With his children.
Or Jimmy Springles, whatever the heck that show is called.
Of course, Dave Free. Basically, to me, this all screamed that it was not going very well for him, and he wanted to get any ammunition he could during the discovery process so he could try and use that against Kendrick in the future. I also think this lawsuit...
Drake is the type of person who probably would do that.
...for him was really about saving face, trying to change the public narrative, and also save his reputation. And in the end,
why does Drake always pose? Like, Drake has like the most craziest pose.
I think it just made his L like that much worse.
You know what I did, man? Fuck all y'all pussies, man. For real, man. I see y'all boys outside when I see y'all, man. For real, man. On some real shit outside, some body shit, man. I'm gonna see y'all boys when I see y'all, man. For real, you know I got hope.
The camera's not even on that.
Embarrassing. Like, even over the course of the last couple of months,
Iceman
he's been rolling out his latest album, Iceman, through these live stream multi-hour episodes. And during these live streams, he was still...
I actually watched one of the live streams. It was just the same goddamn beat over and over again. And I kind of feel bad for Drake because I'm going to be honest, right? His newer music doesn't hit the same as his older music. Debate me in the comments. I'm probably not going to sit here and debate. But like his older music is way better than his newer music. I'm going to say this. Drake back in 2009, 10, 11, 12, he had like the best albums. Like Take Care, bro. Take Me Later. Nothing Was the Same. Those albums are classic, and I don't want to hear no one say anything else. Those three albums skit are like classic albums, in my opinion. Like those albums are just freaking amazing, you know? Even if you're saying, oh, he didn't write the song, but those songs are actually amazing, and those are freaking classic. You know, this whole debate about if Drake has classic albums, he does. He has 3 albums that are freaking classic, and no one else can tell me otherwise. Drake has classic albums. Kendrick has classic albums. I don't know why we had to go back and forth. We're like, oh, da, 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 da. Kendrick and Drake are two different artists. Drake is a hype in the club type artist. Kendrick is like storytelling type wise artist, you know, like a freaking Tyler Creator or like a JID. And Kendrick and Drake is like a Travis Scott, Little Uzi Vert, because you're not going there for storytelling, bro. You're going there for fun, for vibes, cool vibes, fun beats. You're not playing freaking You by Kendrick Lamar in a club. No, that's not how that freaking works. They're two different freaking artists. You can't compare them because they make two different styles of music. That's how it is. That's why Drake has so many number ones, because of the fact that he is an artist that legit realized that he could make party music compared to his like other albums. Even though he did have like Best I Ever Had, but most of the songs are him singing, and some of the songs are rap. So I might be shooting myself in the foot with that, but whatever.
That it was rigged from the start and taking subliminal shots at both Kendrick and UMG, calling him their Pinocchio that they puppeted.
It's always funny because I don't get how Drake is calling him Kendrick a Pinocchio, but bro, you legit were, I guess, Pinocchio for like how many years? I don't know. I'll probably put where Drake's signed to UMG. You've been a poster boy of UMG for like years, bro. It's just public opinion, bro. And I think some of it comes from public opinion and people just not liking Drake. Drake obviously has some people that don't like him, and they've been waiting they're gonna use their hatred towards him through Kendrick to be like, oh, I knew this about him, blah, 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 blah. Like, that's how it is, bro. It's just public opinion.
Here to destroy his reputation.
If Drake releases Iceman, let's say the end of the month, or like in December. I think it's gonna release it during December. It's Iceman. If you release it during December, then I think it does like 200, 400. You know, I think people pay attention to way too many numbers. And Drake is in a losing situation because if he releases and gets lower numbers than Kendrick, people are like, oh, Kendrick, blah, 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 blah. You know? Also, Drake cannot make any, like, I'm sorry, Drake, you're not a storyteller like Kendrick. It's like Kendrick could never make a Hotline Bling. You could never make a Pimp a Butterfly. Let's just be honest. Kendrick could never make a Views album. You can never make a Pimp a Butterfly. Drake can never make Mr. Morale. Kendrick could never make a Take Care. That's how it is.
Acting like he was one step ahead with some sort of quote unquote big bomb.
This is legitimately a RICO money laundering situation between the three major labels and the biggest radio conglomerate in the world.
Mm-hmm. Do you understand the red button a little more now?
No.
Oh, Drake's lawsuit certainly added to this.
And it's funny that his biggest fans acted like he was out here playing 4D chess, while all along the guy was out here playing Candyland.
Oh my gosh, that's a nostalgia right there.
For the last year, that obviously never came, made some of them very angry.
Biggest waste of my fucking time of all time. The biggest waste of my god. I can't fake it. I can't fake it. That was ass.
Is that actually it?
Oh my god, I feel bad for because in a sense, Kai is like Drake's number one dude, and then I think Drake posted a picture of Kai's like hair, which he probably felt something like some type of way about it. I don't think Drake can take criticism as much because of the fact he's been on number one so many times and no one could touch him. Now people have touched him. Pause. Now the fact that he's not in that bubble anymore, because after Pusha T, he was in that bubble and the bubble went big and then pop, the bubble burst.
That can't be it. Please don't tell me that was it, bro.
1934. God damn.
No,
he lived a long life.
Nah, that was like very, very disappointing. Like I was actually told that this was gonna be a red button.
Iceman
so
trash.
Someone's fucking with me.
Don't cry.
Either way,
You'll cry, dude.
I'm never putting anything else in the game. That's disappointing, man. All that build up.
And Iceman, the Iceman, the rollout is not helping Drake at all either. But it is what it is.
It was honestly hilarious to witness as this lawsuit had become some of his fans' sole focus in life, really dedicating all their time to pushing propaganda around it. It seemed like they were very much convinced that Drake would prevail and either own UMG.
UMG doesn't have anything solid on Drake with respect to Drake with respect to minors. They will just present the articles, rumors. I mean, yeah, that would just prove that everyone's been saying that. Then that will defeat the defamation suit. Okay. Why will you file defamation? That's exactly why you file a defamation suit. Well, What's the Dirt was you tell people like called him out for stuff.
Out in the billions of dollars.
I think Drake is gonna ask for something that no artist has ever asked for or received.
Asked for, not asked.
Very interesting to see if he receives that. As far as money, as far as compensation for damages.
On the lawsuit side.
Absolutely. We talking upwards of $2 billion.
$2 billion.
Yeah, Drake was never getting $2 billion, bro. Never, bro. You cannot fight the system. Yeah, that age well.
And while his fans were convinced by his lame subliminal shots,
a Canadian with guns.
I feel like anyone with an actual brain
Snowman with guns.
Drake was kind of dining on a nothing burger. I mean, the guy was citing his own fans' tweets as evidence in court, using DJ Academic's live stream clips as factual information to support his botting claims.
So I was promised payments after, but up front.
Yeah, it's like the internet is just a scary place right now because you don't know what's real, what AI, what's going on now. I don't think the botting stuff I don't really care about, you know? The botting stuff I never cared about that because, you know, is botting really the main thing? Like, oh, they boost up streams. Like no artist has ever used it before. Like getting Young Thug admit about botting to get Gunna like a #1 album. So it's been going on for years, bro. But now, you know, it's not benefiting the person. You know, I'm not saying Drake bots. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just saying, like, I don't think Drake needs to bot. He's the freaking biggest artist in the whole world. But it's like, when I see people be like, oh, Kendrick botted this, Kendrick botted that. It's like, bro, it's the biggest hip hop. It was probably one of the biggest hip hop beef of all time. Realistically, all time. Right now, it was the biggest beef at the time. Of course, people are gonna care about it, bro. Like, I think freaking Euphoria was in the freaking top charts when it came out.
I was promised $5K.
So was Family Matters.
They told me it was for a big artist. Promised $5K up front, and then I was also promised.
Trying to be this freaking 16-year-old, bro. Yo, Leia was in my life. I'm just kidding.
After the song performed, I was also gonna receive, you know, a little percentage of the song, so points on the song.
This was something that the judge also noted in her ruling, and this whole thing was really a joke from the start for the same reasons I said when he first fired.
Kendrick looks faded.
Tracks told Kendrick to say that he had weird shit going on with young girls.
Oh yeah, and this is the part, like call me a bitch for me. Call me. Talk about him liking young girls. Like, bro, you told him to say that about you, bro. You told him, bro. Why did you say that? Why would you say that? I think Drake is too chronically online. And that's the problem, bro. Like Kendrick, I don't think Kendrick was chronically online. The difference between Drake and Kendrick, Drake sees everything about him. I don't think Kendrick sees, probably people would think I'm glazing, but like Kendrick probably doesn't see the stuff that people say about him. Like he doesn't look on Twitter. I don't think he does.
That this Epstein
I swear he just freaking probably goes on Twitter, posts something, and then deletes it.
was what he expected all along. The judge also noted this fact multiple times. She also says that Drake basically thinks that everyone should merely ignore every other diss released during this beef, all because Not Like Us ended up becoming the massive hit. This was a notion that she dismissed totally.
Yeah. That Drake is biracial, so I'm looking at it from a black and white perspective, okay? His daddy side engaged in a rap battle. His daddy said, go out there and fight, and then when Kendrick busted his ass, his mama side said, oh no, Aubrey, we going to the police.
Okay. And I guess I just have a hard time wrapping my mind.
But I just don't get why he sued. I'm so confused, Drake. I'm so confused. Now you just I don't know what's going on. I think he's trying to get away with it because of the fact he's the biggest artist ever, but come on now.
Around how anyone thought he was going to take a W here. Like, logically, he had no legal or moral ground to stand on. Like, it's not even about liking or not liking him at this point. It was just downright dumb. I mean, I totally...
I gotta remember Drake. Why is every single picture or video of him being zesty, bro? What the world?
Probably thought that UMG was, like, diminishing his
Oh, that's SZA. That SZA feature does not age well.
But at this point, let's be honest, the guy is almost 40 years old, still cosplaying as a mob boss, still cosplaying as this lover boy. And obviously his better years are behind him. It would be like LeBron expecting a 10-year super maxed out contract this season. Like, yes, at one point he could have and did demand whatever he wanted, but that is not the current state. I mean, since the beef alone, Drake has dropped at least like 30 to 40 songs, and absolutely none of them have had staying power outside of one song called Nokia, which by his very
Nokia was a catchy song at first and it got annoying.
high standards of the past was a small...
And I didn't like, I listened to GNX. I did not like Luther either, so.
Compared to his former hits.
Probably a crazy
like,
take,
this thing
but
never even went #1. And before the beef even happened, UMG probably considered all of these things, and they looked at his demands for hundreds of millions of dollars and laughed in his face. Because
you're not
they
bigger than the
already own
system.
Bulk of his stronger catalog. I believe up until 2018, they own everything.
Okay, 2018.
Which in my opinion is a majority of the songs that will stand the test of time. Like, I don't think they even really cared to own that new shit enough to, like, max him out. I honestly think that's why he's so dedicated to this, like, gambling, streaming arc, and attaching himself to all these different people.
Oh my gosh. I think these people, right? XQC. This dude's opinion about certain stuff just irritates the hell out of me. Yeah, I'm a strong believer you should have your opinion, and I don't think anyone should really question it, you know, or go after you as much. But his opinion, like on certain songs, like bro, like he go through like every single like tracks, and he only listens to half of it. No, he skips forward of tracks to see if he likes it. That's such a weird way to listen to music.
He still needs the payroll to live.
I listen to a whole song to see if I like it. And if I don't like it, I don't add it to my freaking library. It's weird.
Wait, what time? Wait, where are you right now?
I'm outside, Daddy.
Wait, what?
But I really feel like my point from a year ago still stands. I really think all Drake had to do was go away, make the fans and really the general public like...
Bro, people would have forgotten about this beef like after it. Like, come on now. Like, people would have forgotten about it.
More common consumer miss him for a couple of months and just come out and drop a polished, great record with a couple of singles. Really proving that he could still make hits like...
Hey, Drake be going through different hairstyles, huh?
Out, but I'm still standing, I'm still doing my thing,
yeah,
I'm
bro.
still strong. But instead, I feel like he's done everything to be in everyone's face.
If you had a superhero name, what would it be? BBC girl.
Oh, okay. That's where we're gonna end.
He comes off as an extremely
BBC girl.
He's out here trying to change the narrative every day, and in turn, he's really continued the not like us narrative past when most people would even truly care anymore. It's like if you got your ass beat in front of everyone, and you keep coming back to school day after day, claiming that it never happened.
Or you freaking get into a boxing match, your opponent knocks you out, and not like no cheating advice, and then you sue him for like giving you like for knocking you out. It's like
that you would have won if you didn't slip at the wrong
signed a contract and everything
with that right hook. And now, honestly, who even knows where this Iceman album rollout will go, because it has been so predicated on the idea that he is set for a big win against UMG, as if he represents and will expose the truth amongst a bunch of lies.
So my question is, if he would have won the money, the lawsuit with UMG, what would he do then? He still hasn't worked for UMG unless he's gonna buy out his contract, which I think that could have been a thing. I don't know. I'm not a lawyer, but I'm like, could he buy out his contract, technically speaking? Because you're looking at it as if he would have won like this defamation thing, and they had to pay out him like some amount of dollars. If Maul said $2 billion, which Drake is a bit the biggest artist ever, but like $2 billion is kind of crazy. Like I think like maybe like 500, 600, 900K. You know, it's not even technically maybe like 800 million maybe. But it's like when I look at it, I'm like, would he buy out his contract and just go full independent with Drake? I think Drake's the only artist that could benefit from being independent. I think he could freaking change the whole sphere, but like, no, Drake would never go independent. Nothing's bigger than the system, bro. Nothing's bigger than the
Now
system.
that his entire case has been thrown out, I feel like it once again just makes the whole thing look pointless. Like, his fans are still waiting for this red button that is never going to come. I mean, I really just think it was the ultimate Karen move to do this lawsuit. I did kind of see it as an attack on artistic expression, that's why I was never really with it. And now I think he will just have this strange relationship with UMG, who obviously holds all the cards at this point, and was ironically boosting the shit out of his music for the last 15 years.
Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and
gosh.
Universal. Wow. He's like, you know, like, man, my daddy got it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, my daddy controlled the spin.
Oh gosh, Kanye is so weird in this situation. So he went his way to defend Drake, then he hopped into the beef. He hopped into the beef, got out of the beef, and he just went, oh, gosh.
My daddy got the DSPs. My daddy, Drake has a rich baby daddy.
But either way, I want to know down below what you guys think about this verdict. I
Oh,
really think the
gosh.
guy's ego was just beyond damaged, and this was like the only...
Drake just can't take criticism. That's the problem. He just can't take criticism. That's his whole thing. He can't take criticism. And he went after Anthony Fantano. He can't take criticism. That's the thing. That's the problem with Drake. I think if Drake would just be like Kendrick and just not be paying attention to people online. Bro, you're a millionaire, billionaire, future billionaire, maybe. If you sell your catalog, I don't know. I don't know if he can. I don't think he owns it, but allegedly, I don't know. But like, you are the biggest artist ever. Why don't you just do a Kendrick route? Not get off the internet. Do not post. Like, I think Drake is the only artist that doesn't really need promotion to promote his stuff. He doesn't need promotion. Drake doesn't need promotion. He doesn't. Drake is his own entity where he doesn't even need to promote a song, like an album. He could just put it out and just call it a day. He doesn't need that. He could easily just be like, okay, here's this album. Here you go. And he probably make 400K. Kendrick did that crap. He just did a freaking thing and then dropped the album. I feel bad comparing him and Kendrick, but it's like, you guys, I think he needs to realize that. Just stop being chronically online. Stop letting these losers hype you up and make you something that you're not.
route that he saw to kind of like save face or shift the narrative, but now it's once again just totally backfired on him. Either way, I want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping...
And I want to thank you guys for watching the video too. What do you guys think? My personal opinion on this, Drake should have just left this alone and not sued. All you did was make your butt kicking even worse. I feel like you could have just left it alone and people would have forgotten about it. That's how the internet works. The internet works like the internet time, bro. Me talking right now is like 5 years internet time. You know, like I said, I'm not as much of, I don't like listening to Drake's music as much as I do now. But Drake is definitely like one of the best artists out there. Like he's a great artist. People are like, oh, ghostwriters, blah blah blah, but he's a great artist, you know. But what do you guys think? Do you guys agree that he should have just left it alone, or you guys think, you know, he should have went with this and fight for defamation? If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe to the video, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.